instead of looking outside of yourself always to everybody else and what they're doing, take that as inspiration, but also think about what resonates for you and how do you want this season, this new year to be for you. Hi, welcome to the Connect with Sheila podcast. I'm an entrepreneur, self-care strategist, and creator of the Season Self-Care app. I'm committed to help you reconnect to your purpose, elevate your well-being, and build your version of a happy, successful life. And today is Christmas Day when this episode comes out. And I wanted to take a special opportunity to say thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing your thoughts about these episodes over the last 4.5 years. Thank you for giving me the guidance on what it is that you are wanting more of in your life. And I also want to acknowledge you for taking the steps in your life to live more deeply rooted in your deepest desires and living with the desire to also go about creating your dream life while not abandoning yourself. The whole purpose of the work that I do is centered around cyclical self-care and seasonal self-care as well, knowing that every season of our life, of our business, of our relationships is going to be different. And there are always opportunities for us to speed up and slow down and to not just be living in a very linear fashion, expecting everything to continually be exactly the same day in and day out. And what I've been hearing from you, the listener, as well as many of my clients, is that, especially this time of year, this is when they realize the value of the work that they've been doing. And so I invite you, as I have been, look back, reflect on the ways that you have been actually putting your self-care first and actually achieving more while not running really hard or running yourself ragged. These are indicators for how you can move forward in the coming season and in the coming year. And as I think about what the plans I have are for the coming year, it is to double down on those things that I'm most passionate about, that I'm most thrilled to be opening my heart and my mind and my soul to each day. And I invite you to do the same. So often we can feel like in successful living, we have to do certain things every day and we need to follow what others have always done. And while I love looking to others for inspiration and I love looking at what works and what doesn't as, a way for me not to reinvent the wheel, I also invite you to look within and see those things in your own experience this year that have felt really good, that have felt really aligned, and that have actually been more successful than you thought they would be. It could be that perhaps you're doing more in-person events or meetups, and those things are really helping you get more leverage in your business and are actually deepening relationships so that you can have a more solid, loyal business. Or you are looking at all of the trends and picking one platform that you are diving right into and following the strategy for that particular platform instead of trying to be everywhere. There is a time to be omnipresent, and often that can be during launch seasons. However, even during those times, we can often put so much pressure on ourselves to do all of the things that other people are doing, and then nothing actually lands as powerfully as it could be if we'd been focused on the one thing. I spent my holidays in the Southern California region. And what was so interesting was to go on a little Newport boat cruise to see all the beautiful lights on the homes. And they were decadent. They were gorgeous. It was really interesting to hear the stories that came from all of these different homes that were built, etc. And one of them each island had a little award ceremony for who had the best lights. And the one that I loved the most, actually, it was so beautiful. It was the story of this family who purchased 3 different properties, and I think for a total of 30 million or something like that. And they built this beautiful home on that property. And of course, the lights were spectacular. And I learned that the owner of the home, or the owners, are the manufacturer, the producer of all of the carrots in the USA, perhaps even North America. And I thought, well, isn't that interesting? And what really struck me was they went all in on one thing. carrots. And so when you think about the things that you're doing, when you think about the way that you have many different ideas and you find it hard to get focused perhaps, what would happen if you took the one thing that you were most passionate about, the one thing that was going to really use your gifts to the best ability and help the most people? What if you put all of your focus on that for at least a season to see what happened, to see if maybe that gives you the traction that you need? I'm taking this to heart. So here I was on vacation and I'm like getting these beautiful ideas from the decorative lights around me. We can get inspiration from anywhere. And so think about, what is that one thing? Think about, where do you get your best inspiration? And also, what is the energy that you want to show up with this year? And as you're considering these things, take some journaling time, take some time out in nature. I hope that you're taking space to really relax and refresh and replenish and, tap into the spiritual essence of who you are, whatever you may be following in your life, whatever your spiritual practice is. I hope you're leaning into it today, but I hope you don't leave it just for holiday season. I hope you carry it through to the whole year, to every day. Right? I celebrate Christmas. I'm a Jesus follower. I love this season. And I will say that it is a daily practice for me. My spiritual life is a daily practice. It's not something that's just one time during the year. It's kind of neat when it's highlighted. However, I really believe it's what we're doing consistently every single day that makes the greatest impact. So as you're going about this season, I hope you're getting rest. Think about those things that I just mentioned that can potentially really shift things for you this year. Instead of looking outside of yourself always to everybody else and what they're doing, take that as inspiration, but also think about what resonates for you and how do you want this season, this new year to be for you. It can be more beautiful than you imagine. It is all about allowing yourself the space to dream, allowing yourself to want what you want, and not just asking for what you want, but stepping out and taking the steps towards achieving that yourself. I wish you all the best as you are having this holiday time, wherever you may be in the world. I'm not sure if you're celebrating right now or if you're just taking some space. This typically is a time of year where a lot of places around the world slow down, if nothing else for the solstice, to be able to really recalibrate, get the rest that you need so you can start the year not jumping out of the gate and just like moving super fast, but with more clarity to take bold steps, to take brave steps, and to take slow, steady, consistent action. Frankly, it doesn't have to be slow, I will say that, but consistent at whatever pace feels right to you. You may want to speed out of the gate, or you may want to take it slow, like I typically do at the beginning of the year. It's whatever you choose. So choose the thing that works best for you. And I wish you all the best as you enter into this new year. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And I'm sending all my love. Have a beautiful, beautiful week, and I'll see you on the next episode. Big blessings.